So, good evening, everyone. We start shortly our evening ceremony. Today is the English day, so we recite the Amitabha Sutra. Finished a little bit earlier because here at the Buddha Hall at Berkeley Monastery we have one activity starting 7:30. Freezing to death, we did not skin. Starving to death, we did not beg. Dying of poverty, we ask for nothing. We accord of conditions, we did not change. We did not change, we accord of conditions. We refer to our three great principles, renounce our lives at the Buddha's work. We mold our destinies as a basic duty. We reconcile life to the Sangha's role. In currently specific matters, we understand the principles. Understanding the principles applied in specific matters. We can only single pulse of the patriarch's mind transmission. Ask myself, do I fight? Ask myself, am I greedy? Ask myself, do I seek? Ask myself, am I selfish? Ask myself to pursue personal advantage. Ask myself, do I lie? Ask myself, do I eat only 1 meal a day? Ask myself to always wear my precept sash. This is from traditions of the sage receipt of 10,000 Buddhas, and no one can change them. Incense in the censer now is burning. I all the Dharma realm receives the fragrance. From afar the Shiva's clouds of Buddhas all in hell is witness. Are in a great place of pitch as clouds of Pyria are sincere in tension does fulfill as all Buddhas right now show their perfect path. I namo Sat Clarkino Opiaibo Bodhisattva I'm a Sattva I namo Sans Claugeno Hopi Kaibo Bodhisattva I'm a Klagenobiai Bodhisattva I sattva. Namo Sifas Lotus Pool Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Namo Shurangama no, sorry. Namo Sifas Lotus Pool Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Namo Sifas Pool Lotus Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Namo Sifas Lotus Pool Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. The Sutra of the Buddha's teaching on Amitabha. Thus I've heard, once the Buddha Shakyamuni was staying in a Jeta Grove Siandapantika Park at Shravasti. 1,250 members of the Bhikshu Sangha had gathered with him. All of them eminent arhats known for their higher knowledge. Elder Shariputra was there with other great disciples, such as Mahamadhyayana, Mahakashyapa, Mahakatayana, Mahakashtila, Rivatashundi Pantaka, Nanda Nanda, Rahula Gavanpadi, Pindala Bradavaja, Kaladin Mahakapina, Vakolana Niruddha, the Bodhisattva Mahasattvas were also there. Dharma Prince Manjushri, Bodhisattva Ajita, Bodhisattva Gandhastin, Bodhisattva Nidukta, and so forth, together with Chakra chief among devas, as well as multitudes from the heavens. Just then the Buddha spoke, the elder Shariputra, saying west of here, beyond trillions of Buddha lands, there is the land called utmost happiness. In that land, at this very moment, a Buddha named Amitabha is teaching the Dharma. Shariputra, why is that land called utmost happiness? The beings of this land never suffer, they're always happy, and so this land is called utmost happiness. Moreover, Shariputra, this land of utmost happiness is surrounded by 7 tiers of railings, 7 layers of netting, and 7 rows of trees. All of them formed from 4 kinds of treasures. For that reason, to this land is called utmost happiness. Moreover, Shariputra, the pools of this land are made as 7 treasures. A few other adorned with fine qualities. Golden sand lines the bottom of every pool, and each is surrounded by stairways made of gold, silver, vidor, and crystal. There are pavilions adorned with gold, silver, vidor, crystal, grand shells, rubies, and carnelian. Lotus flowers as large as gears wheels with these pools. The blue flowers shine with blue light. The yellow flowers shine with yellow light. And the red flowers shine with red light. And the white flowers shine with white light. They're all wondrous, fragrant, and pure. Shariputra, the land of utmost happiness, is adorned with these fine qualities. Shariputra, in that Buddha land there's also a celestial music playing, and the ground is paved with gold. 6 times a day, a rain of celestial mandava flowers falls. Early in the morning, beings of this land gather wondrous flowers in the folds of the robes of the make offerings to trillions of Buddhas in other lands. At mealtime, they return, eat their meal, and walk in meditation. Shariputra, the land of utmost happiness and is adorned with these fine qualities. Shariputra, there are also many colorful and wondrous birds in that land. White-cracked peacocks, parrots, egrets, calavikas, and birds with 2 heads. 6 times a day, dispersing elegant harmony, they proclaim the teachings, such as the five spiritual faculties, the five strengths, and the seven factors of awakening, and the noble eightfold path. When the beings of this land hear this sing, they grow mindful of the Buddha, mindful of the Dharma, and mindful of the Sangha. Shariputra, do not say this bird has been born to do their misdeeds. And why, in that land, the three paths of misery do not exist. Even the names of this path are known there. Rather, Buddha Amitabha create these birds by transformation, so that the Dharma can be widely heard. Shariputra, in that Buddha land a gentle breeze blows and rolls of Jew trees and Jew nuts, making wonder sounds. Is this happy for hundreds of thousands of musical instruments were playing harmony? All who hear these sounds naturally grows mindful of the Buddha, mindful of the Dharma, and mindful of the Sangha. Shariputra, this Buddha land is adorned with these fine qualities. Shariputra, why is the Buddha named Amitabha? That Buddha's boundless light shines through all lands, throughout the 10 directions. Nothing can obstruct it. That's why it's called Amitabha. Shariputra, that Buddha's life and the lives of the beings of his land last for infinite many asamkhya kalpas. That is why the Buddha is also called Amitayus. 10 great kalpas have already gone by since he became a Buddha. Shariputra, among the disciples of this Buddha, there are infinitely many hearers of the teaching. All of them are huts. Their numbers are beyond counting. The bodhisattvas in his assembly also uncountable. Shariputra, that Buddha is adorned with these fine qualities. Shariputra, beings who are born in that land of utmost happiness, will never retreat on the path of awakening. Many will become Buddhas in their next life. The numbers are beyond counting, and one can only speak of them as limitless, boundless, and incorruptible. Shariputra, beings heard this should vow to be born there, and join with these good people. Shariputra, beings with few blessings, virtues, and roots of goodness, cannot be born there. Therefore, Shariputra, good man or good woman here abound Buddha Amitabha, should always call his name with no other thoughts. By doing this for 1 day, 2 days, 3 or 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, as long as 7 days, when they approach the end of their lives, Buddha Amitabha will appear in front of them, together with his gather of sages. When their lives come to an end, these people's mind will be clear and will be born in Buddha Amitabha's land of utmost happiness. Shariputra, because I see these good results, I want to know about them. All who hear what that had said should make a vow to be born that land. Shariputra, just as no one praised the inconceivable merit and virtue of Buddha Amitabha. In the world today is there a Buddha Kshobhya, Buddha Sumeru banner, Buddha Great Sumeru, Buddha Sumeru's light, Buddha Wonder's voice, and others such as these, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his own land, shows the harmony a wide along down that covers a large billion world system, and he speaks these truthful words. All living beings should believe in this sutra, called praising conceivable qualities of this Buddha land, protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the world to the south, there Buddha light of the sun and moon, Buddha light of renown, Buddha great blazing shoulders, Buddha lamp of Sumeru, Buddha limitless vigor, and others such as this, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his own land, shows the Harmaka world alone done, that covers large billion world system, and he speaks these truthful words. All you living beings should believe in this sutra, called praises inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and the protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the world to the west, their Buddha limitless lifespan, Buddha limitless hallmarks, Buddha infinite banner, Buddha great light, Buddha great brilliance, Buddha treasure hallmarks, Buddha light of purity, and others such as these, as many as the sands of the grains of sand of the Ganges, each of them in his own land, shows the harmony of a wide long tongue that covers a large billion word system, and he speaks these truthful words. All living beings should believe in this sutra, co-praising conceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds to the north, there Buddha blazing shoulders, Buddha excellent voice, Buddha invulnerable, Buddha born of the sun, Buddha nets of light, and others such as this, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his own land, shows the Harmaka wide a long tongue that covers a large billion word system, and he speaks these truthful words. All you living beings should believe in this sutra, co-praising conceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and the protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds below, there Buddha lion, Buddha renowned, Buddha light of renown, Buddha Dharma, Buddha Dharma banner, Buddha Dharma practice, and others such as these, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his homeland, shows the Harmaka wide a long tongue that covers a large billion word system, and he speaks these truthful words. All you living beings should believe in this sutra, called praising conceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and the protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds above, there Buddha Brahma voice, Buddha king of constellations, Buddha superior fragrance, Buddha light and fragrance, Buddha great blazing shoulders, Buddha body adorned with colorful jewel flowers, Buddha king of salad trees, Buddha jewel flower for virtue, Buddha revealing all meanings, and Buddha like Mount Sumeru, and others such as this, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his own land, shows the Armagawad alone done, that covers large billion word system, and he speaks these truthful words. All you living beings should believe in this sutra, co-praising conceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and the protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, what do you think? Why is this sutra called the protection and care of all Buddhas? Shariputra, the Buddhas will protect and keep in mind. Any man or woman who hears this sutra, accepts it and upholds it, and who hears the names of all these Buddhas, they will never retreat onto path to unsuppressed perfect awakening. Therefore, Shariputra, of you should believe and accept my words, and what the Buddhas teach. Shariputra, people already made the vow to be born in Buddha Amitabha's land, or now make that vow, or make that vow, or are certain to never retreat on the path to unsuppressed perfect awakening. And be born and now be born, ready be born in that land. Therefore, Shariputra, good men or good women who have faith, should make the vow, I will be born in that land. Shariputra, just like now praising inconceivable merit and virtue of all these Buddhas. They also praise my inconceivable merit and virtue, saying Buddha Shakyamuni. Thus, what is difficult to do, especially in the Saha world during the time the five trividities, trividi of the Kalpa, the trividi of wrong views, the trividi of afflictions, the trividi of living beings, the trividi of lifespans, amid of this Buddha Shakyamuni has realized and suppressed perfect awakening, and for the sake of living beings, he explained this teaching, which is beings is for all world find hard to believe. Shariputra, you should know that during evil the time to five divinities, I've done what is the art to do. I realize and suppress perfect awakening, and for all beings I explain this teaching, which is difficult to believe. This is truly difficult. When the Buddha had finished teaching the sutra, Shariputra and the bhikshus, as well as the devas, humans, asuras, and others, rejoiced, believed, and accept what they had heard. They bow in reverence and departed. End of the Sutra of the Buddha's teaching of Amitabha. Namo Amitabha Yedato Jeda Yeda Dieta Amiridambo Rido Sidan Popi Amirido Pijaran Di Amirido Pijaran Gemini Chachana Chitta Jari Sabo Namo Amitabha Dodo Jeda Yeda Dieta Amiridon Popi Amirido Sidan Po Amiri dopi jarandi, amiri dopi jara. Chemiri chachana jita jari sabo. Namo amidopo. Dieta amiri dambo pi amiri dosi dambo pi amiri dopi jarandi, amiri dopi jara. Chemini chachana jita jari sabo. Moksha offering. Wishing now to understand all the Buddhas of the three times, contemplate the Dharma realm. All things are created from mind. Wishing now to understand all the Buddhas of the three times, contemplate the Dharma realm. All things are created from mind. Wishing now to understand all the Buddhas of the three times, contemplate the Dharma realm. All things are created from mind. Angela Diaz Abo, Angela Diaz Abo, Angela Diaz Abo. Namo Buddhi Jari Dari Danda Yedoya. Namo Buddhi Jari Dari Danda Yedoya. Namo Buddhi Jari Dari. Ansandola, Jido Zobo, Ansandola, Jido Zobo, Ansandola, Jido Zobo. Namo Buddha's Flower Garden Sutra of the Great Expanded Teachings. Namo Buddha's Flower Garden Sutra of the Great Expanded Teachings. Namo Buddha's Flower Garden Sutra of the Great Expanded Teachings. Namo Buddhas of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Dharma of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Sangha of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha, founder teacher of us all. Namo Bodhisattva of compassion, worship. Restore Bodhisattva, who rescues those in life and death. Namo Honor Vanananda, who stated all the teachings. Namo Buddhas of the 10 directions waiting for all time. Namo Dharma of the 10 directions waiting for all time. Namo Sangha of the 10 directions waiting for all time. Shakyamuni Buddha, founder and teacher of the soul. Namo Bodhisattva of compassion, worship. Restore Bodhisattva, who rescues those in life and death. Namo Honor Vanananda, who stated all the teachings. Namo Buddhas of the 10 directions waiting for all time. Namo Dharma of the 10 directions waiting for all time. Namo Sangha of the 10 directions waiting for all time. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha, founder and teacher of the soul. Of compassion, worship. Namo Restore Bodhisattva, who rescues those in life and death. Namo Honor Vanananda, who stated all the teachings. We take refuge with the Buddha, We take refuge with the Dharma. We take refuge with the Sangha. We take refuge with the Buddha, honor as the doubly perfect one. We take refuge with the Dharma, honor teaching us to end desire. We take refuge with the Sangha, honor among all the multitudes. We've taken refuge with the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. We take refuge with the Buddha. We take refuge with the Dharma. We take refuge with the Sangha. We take refuge with the Buddha, honor as the doubly perfect one. We take refuge with the Dharma, honor teaching us to end desire. We take refuge with the Sangha, honor among all the multitudes. Now we've taken refuge with the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. Buddhist karma done by body, speech, and mind. Prudent craving, anger, and delusion from beginningless time. This now repented all of this. Sentient beings, karma done by body, speech, and mind. Delusion from beginningless time. Sentient beings now repented all of this. Lonely spirits, karma done by body, speech, and mind. Prudent craving, anger, and delusion from beginningless time. Now repented all of this. Countless beings I now vow to save. Limitless afflictions I now vow to end. Boundless dharmas I now vow to learn. Peerless Buddhahood I vow to realize. Countless beings I now vow to save. Limitless afflictions I now vow to end. Boundless dharmas I now vow to learn. Peerless Buddhahood I vow to realize. Countless beings I now vow to save. Limitless afflictions I now vow to end. Boundless dharmas I now vow to learn. Peerless Buddhahood I vow to realize. Beings of my nature I now vow to save. I now vow to earn. Dharmas of my nature I now vow to learn. Buddhahood my nature I now vow to realize. Beings of my nature I now vow to save. All afflictions of my nature I now vow to end. Dharmas of my nature I now vow to learn. Buddhahood my nature I now vow to realize. Beings of my nature I now vow to save. All afflictions of my nature I now vow to end. Dharmas of my nature I now vow to learn. Buddhahood my nature I now vow to realize. An bola morning dawning sabo. An bola morning dawning sabo. An bola morning dawning sabo. An aruraji sabo. An aruraji sabo. Sabo an bubo diri jedari danda yedoya an bubo diri jedari danda yedoya an bubo diri jedari danda yedoya an sanmeye sadoan an sanmeye sadoan meye sadoan namo zawadando yedo water dirty an san bolai Namo Zawadendo Yedop, water to the and San Bolai Ho. Namo Zawadendo Yed, water to the and San Bolai Ho. Namo Solo Boye, Nendo Yedo Yed, Tartu Dan, Zoro Zoro, Bolai Zoro Zabo. Nandoye doye tachidan soro soro borai zoro zabo namo solo boye han solo solo borai zoro zabo I one I one I one Namo Zanmando Modona na Namo Zanmando Modona na Namo Zanmando Modona na Namo Many Just Tatagata Namo Pila Jota Tagata Tathagata, Namo fast expensive from Tathagata, Namo far from fear Tathagata, Namo sweet you King Tathagata, Namo Amitabha Tathagata, Namo many Jews Tathagata, Namo pleasure Tathagata, Namo wonders from Tathagata, Namo fast expensive from Tathagata, Namo far from fear Tathagata, Namo sweet you King Tathagata, Namo Amita Tathagata. Namo many just Tathagata. Namo pleasure Tathagata. Namo wonders from Tathagata. Namo fast expensive from Tathagata. Namo far from fear Tathagata. Namo sweet you King Tathagata. Namo Amita Tathagata. May this mantras bless the purest Dharma food, giving to all Buddhists many as the Ganges and they become then renouncing of the great swiftly leaving darkness bar and the pure land. Three Jews bring thee for the body mind, ultimately realizing concept as awakening. May their merit and their virtue be unbounded for all time, sharing with all Buddhist sufferings of Dharma food. May these mantras bless these gifts of Dharma food, giving to all sentient beings many as the Ganges. And may they be content with nothing of degree, swiftly leaving darkness bar and the pure land. Taking refuge with the three Jews bring thee for the body mind, ultimately realizing concept as awakening. Their merit and their virtue be unbounded for all time, sharing with all sentient beings sufferings of Dharma. May these mantras bless this robless of with you, giving to all lonely spirits many as the Ganges and they be content renouncing all the creeds, with the living darkness bar and the pure light. Taking refuge with the treasures being deferred the body mind, ultimately realizing concept as awakening. Virtue be unbounded for all time, sharing with all lonely spirits offerings of Dharma food. To you, many faithful Buddhists, we now make this offering. May this food pervade and quarters of all faithful Buddhists share. We now dedicate this merit to all beings everywhere. Giving food to faithful Buddhists, some you realize Buddhahood. Beings, we now make this offering. May this food pervade and quarters of all sentient beings share. Dedicate this merit to all beings everywhere. to sentient beings. So you realize Buddha wrote to you many lonely spirits. Now make this offering, may this food pervade and put your soul lonely spirit to all beings everywhere, giving food to lonely spirits. So you realize Buddha and Mudiri Zabo and Mudiri Zabo and Mudiri Zabo and Yenan Zambo and Yenan Zambo Fajalayo and Yenan Zambo Fajalayo. The heart of Prajnaparamita Sutra. When Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara was practicing the profound Prajnaparamita, eliminate the five skandhas and saw they are empty, and he crossed beyond all suffering and difficulty. Shariputra, form does not differ from emptiness. Emptiness does not differ from form. Form itself is emptiness. Emptiness itself is form. So to our feeling, cognition, formation, and consciousness, Shariputra, all dharmas are empty of characteristics. Destroyed, not defiled, not pure, and they neither increase nor diminish. Therefore, in emptiness there's no form, feeling, cognition, formation, or consciousness. No eyes, ears, no stone, body, or mind. No signs, sound, smell, states, objects of touch, or dharmas. No few dhyams, and including no field of mind consciousness. No ignorance or ending of ignorance. Up to including no age and death, or ending of all age and death. There is no suffering, no accumulating, no extinction in no way, and no understanding and no attaining, because nothing is attained. The Bodhisattva, through unseen Prajnaparamita, is emptied in his mind, because there is no impediment, he is not afraid, and he leaves destroyed dream thinking far he mind, ultimately nirvana. All Buddhas of the three periods of time, Tenanuttarak Samyak Sambodhi, runs on Prajnaparamita. Therefore know that Prajnaparamita is a great spiritual mantra, a great bright mantra, a supreme mantra, an unequal mantra, can remove all suffering and genuine not false. That is why the mantra of Prajnaparamita was spoken. Recite like this: Gata Gata Paragata Parasam Gata Bodhisvaha. End of the Art of Prajnaparamita Sutra. Namo Amitabha Doto Jito Yedariet Amiri do Bobi Amiri do Zidan Bobi Amiri do Bijarando Gemini Jachana Jito Jari Zabo Namo Amitabha Doto Jito Yedariet Ami Pijalandi Amiri do Pijarando Gemini Jachano Jito Jan Amidopo Yedoto Chedo Yedori Yeda Amiri Dambo Bi Amiri do Sidanbo Amiri do Bijarandi Amiri do Bijara Gemini Jachano Jito Jariso Po. May all the four guns of being reach the jewel land, and the beings of all three realms be born from lotus blooms. May all the myriad ghosts attain the threefold worthiness, and the countless angels descended and crowned. Amitabha's body is the color of gold, the splendor of his armor has no peer. The light of his brow shines round and unreward. Seas are his eyes, pure and clear, shining in his brilliance by transformation. Are countless bodhisattvas and infinite Buddhas. His 48 vows will be our liberation. In 9 lotus stages we reach the farthest shore. Homage to the Buddha of the Western Pure Land, kind and compassionate Amitabha. Homage to the Buddha of the Western Pure Land. Compassionate Amitabha. Homage to the Buddha of the Western Pure Land. Kind and compassionate Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Mo Amitabha. 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 Bowing respect to the Venerable Master. Conclude our evening ceremony. Tomorrow we have continuation of our practice, starting with morning ceremony at 5 a.m. Hope you can join us. Otherwise, wish you good rest of the evening and night, and see you next time. Amitabha. I saw that the volume was not that high, so we'll adjust this again. So sorry for any inconvenience for our Dharma streaming.